Hello everyone, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program with just all the mods. So last time we got into orbit, so let's continue on from there. Our next main mission is to fly by the moon. Should be quite easy to do, gets us quite a bit of money. To help subsidise the mission further, I'm going to pick up this one, haul the T-15 Valiant liquid engine into orbit of Kerbin. We're going to end up here anyway. If we make sure this engine's on our space stage, then we can get that extra 40 grand plus 15 grand up front. Then absolutely dirt cheap, we can test a engine at the launch site. Nice and easy, gets us 30 grand. Okay, to do the test we just have to activate the part through staging, so boop, there we go. Recover that. Nice quick 32 grand. And I also got a load of science that we can use. Alright, so I'm going to grab the basic science pack, get us more science, we advance more quick, and advanced rocketry. Just give us a bit of a bigger bits and pieces that we can use. We can also upgrade the launch pad for 50,000. I'm going to do the tracking station for 150 so that we get patched connects. Okay, so for my main command pod on this one, I'm putting on that liquid fuel engine that we need to test out. It was a fair bit of delta V. I'm going to put more science on this than before, so putting the Science Junior on, whack on the too hot thermometer, the barometer, stick on a camera. Since I can't EVA, I'm going to stick on the science data recorder, and I've got a data camera as well. Shit, I'm going to get rid of the data recorder, it's rather awkward. We are going to put a heat shield on this thing, and a parachute on top. Okay, got all that on a stack decoupler. Okay, that should be enough delta V to get this to the moon and back nice and easily. Okay, so this should be plenty for our need. So I've got a Vesta engine with 3 fuel rockets there. And then this is just a very large Globe X rocket with a couple of Globe 6 boosters on either side, solid boosters to get us most of the way up, the Vesta stage to get us into orbit, and the final stage to get us going to the moon and get us back and nicely circularized. And just chucked on a couple of parachutes there. It's just adjusted it up a little bit so it's going to be resting on the main rocket just because it's not going to be the most stable thing. Okay, so this is the Kenny, the Kerbal Exoplanetary Non-Newtonian Yeeter. Jebediah had the first run, so let's give Valentina a run. Do want to take a pilot, get them slightly skilled up. Oh, too many parts, I'm 2 parts over my limit. Not actually using the ejector ports, so I just ditched those. Everything else should still check out. All of these stages burn out the exact same amount of time, so that should be all good. Okay, so far everything seems good. Okay, thrust full, SAS on, and let's try and make it into orbit. This thing definitely has enough thrust. Okay, not quite all timing out at the same time as I thought it would, but that is okay. Alright, detach those, ignite the next stage. We are kind of out of control here. There we go, aligned it a little bit better. Gonna lose a lot of delta V through drag there, that was not a good detach. Okay, we are in space. Alright, got material study while in space near Kerbin. Also do the imaging experiments near Kerbin. I know we're going to the moon, but we'll probably go there again, so I'm just grabbing what I can for now. There we go, we're circularized, we are in orbit. Right, now to get to the moon, we need to push our orbit out to intercept. Nice rule of thumb is get it so when you're burning towards the moon. There we go, that's pretty much what we want. We just want it enter the moon's sphere of influence, don't really need to go very far into the sphere of influence, and then come straight back. It's going to take us about a day to get there, then day to get back, which is all good. We have 7 hours of habitation on the current capsule, so I've got the life support enabled. They don't have any resources, but they've got 15 days grace, basically what they can fit in their pockets, but they're only happy being in this smaller capsule for 7 days, so we need to keep this mission under 7 days, which is exactly what we've got there. Okay, can now start our burn. Right, that's that stage out of fuel. So decouple and ignite the next stage. And there we go. Gonna encounter, pass through it, come back, and the actual return is slowing us down a little bit, which is exactly what we want. We want to re-enter on the return, so getting a little bit of a braking gravity assist from the moon. Okay, going to collect all the experiments we can from high Kerbin here. Okay, here we go. We are in moon orbit, very high moon orbit, but can grab some more science experiments here. Okay, now we're just free falling back to Kerbin. I do have 700 Delta V. I'm just going to use that to circularize us to make our re-entry a little bit easier. So to do that, I'm going to put in a mix of retrograde and anti-radial, or is it radial? Away from the planet anyway, to circularize us, slow us down without just smashing us into the planet. There we go, that gives us about 30 kilometer re-entry, that'll do. So let's fast forward until we get there. Okay, I'm braking burn. I'm just going to watch my periapsis height as I finish the burn here, just to burn off the last of our fuel. There we go, that is the last of the fuel done. Right, in that case I'm going to decouple that stage. That one is just going to burn up in the atmosphere. And then we've got a nice little free return down to Kerbin. Grab a cheeky temperature scan from the upper atmosphere. Now we do have various bits bolted onto the outside. I don't know how well they're going to do. Yeah, and touch of heating effects here as we're coming in. Should have the electrical charges to hold us retrograde. I'm not sure if this thing is aerodynamically stable in the correct direction. Well, definitely some components aren't happy. I'm having to do a bit of wiggling. We are going to lose some of the extra bits on the side, unfortunately. I can't keep everything within the jet stream. I'm just having to kind of alternate which one I am overheating here. Oh. Okay, that is actually very bad. We just lost a lot of stuff. Very importantly, we just lost our parachutes. It's not the end of the world. Valentina does have a parachute. Just need to wait until we're a little bit slower. Okay, so we've got 20 kilometers to play with. Oh, that is a bigger problem. Valentina can't disembark because we don't have the astronaut complex upgrade. So she can't bail and parachute. Huh. This isn't going to end well for Valentina. I can't transmit the data because we don't have crew reports on this thing. Oh well, rip Valentina. Okay, so we need a more survivable re-entry vehicle. We did recover the first stage though, so got some money back from that. We did break a load of new records. Did get our explore the moon. Oh, we didn't get the Hall Valiant. It must want to go even further out than I had realised. Okay, so we can definitely make some improvements to that. Next mission does also have the requirement of returning home from the orbit of the moon, so yeah, we'll definitely need to keep that in mind. Fortunately, we didn't really get any more science but we'll just have to do our best. But that will have to wait till next time. I hope you enjoyed this semi-successful mission. If you did, please give a like and or subscribe, really does help the channel. And otherwise, I hope to catch you in the next video. Until then, remember to be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Cheers.